What's up, 501? How y'all doing? We got Jimmy on. Can you hear me, Jimmy? Everything good?
I got you.
All right, cool. We took the week off last week. I think I just needed a mental break from cornhole, to be honest with you. So we took a week off. Get started, get back. Do what?
That light is bright.
It looks like Jesus is looking down on you or something.
Well, they're looking down on the Cowboys.
They're not looking down on the Cowboys. No. Anyway, get started on tournaments. We got a bunch of tournaments to cover. We don't have a guest tonight. I think we got a lot to talk about. So we'll try to get somebody on next week. That's a lot better.
That better? All right. Look, can you still? You can see the Cowboys behind me, right?
Yeah. I mean, can you see this trophy? Can you see the trophy behind me? State championship.
I got trophies. Trophies.
Can you see that behind me? Is that visible?
I hate you.
All right, we're gonna start with 2 weeks ago from tonight, Maumelle. That's not a one and done. Charles V. We're gonna get back on that. It's just busy right now with ball games but we'll get more into that later. But 2 weeks ago, I think it was the night before the tornado hit Cabot, and I hope everybody was safe. I think we were clear. I think some houses got hit a little bit, but Sebastian and Jackie got first place. My writing's better tonight. I took more time writing. I took the strats done. But Brandon and Adam Skinner got second. Taddy and Easy got third. And I think you're going to hear Easy's name a couple times and Brandon's name, of course, and Jackie a couple times. But Friday night, 117, we had 31 players. And I was kind of surprised because the storms come through, and I ordered pizza. Missy called and said the person that did the food was not going to make it in, and I ordered pizza, and I was freaking out. I was like, man, do we play tonight or not? And I think you said, let's just do one big free one or something. I don't know. And went ahead and ran it. We had 60-something players show up. So, close to 60. So, I mean, glad everybody made it through. I mean, that storm was brutal. It really hit my mother-in-law's neighborhood pretty bad, but glad everybody got through that safe and sound. We had a switch. B-Rad and Jordan K got first. Tim Trance and Ashley Wood got second, Ash Cat. And then Andy, Bearded Gringo, and Jackie K got third. So that was Jackie, 2 podiums in 2 nights. And nice, so that's cool.
Hey, Jackie can throw.
Yeah. Again, another situation where she's better than the guy in the house,
Yeah.
We're getting more
just like your situation.
No, Crystal can't touch us. Advanced switched that Friday night, and we're doing advanced switch again. Man, we had a lot of competitive teams that night, and it was that was fun. I think that was probably one of the most fun tournaments that I played in recently. We had a lot of good teams, a lot of good competition. The PPRs were nice. It was fun, and we're going to do that again tomorrow night, and I hope we get the same outcome. I hope that a lot of the teams are decent, and competitive. But Sebastian and John Elihu got first. Brandon and Jimmy C got second, and then Phil and LT got third. And LT give up an 8 to lose, and I don't know what happened. Like she had a brain fart. So
I don't blame LT. You shouldn't have been there.
I played pretty decent that night. I'm not blaming LT, but I got to give her a hard time for giving up an 8.
I mean, I agree. Yeah. I had 2 chances to put that game away, and didn't. So
yeah, and I should have wrote their major finishes. They went to Vegas last week, and Robbie and LT and Sam, and they're headed to Cedar Rapids, and I totally bombed that, and that's totally my fault. I'll do some major recap next week.
Isn't that a movie? Hey, isn't that a movie?
What's that?
Cedar Rapids.
I don't know.
It is. It's got Ann Heche. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty funny.
Cedar Rapids is in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that does sound like any place. Like if there's any place I want to go, Cedar Rapids is not it. You know what I mean?
My dude Justin Privatera, he's in Iowa right now. So drove there today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lone Oak 29, number 29. This was on April Fool's Day, and first place is Mr. Inconsistent. I'm not sure who that is. I didn't do enough digging. But when you put these screen names in, that's not my fault. So, and JP4, I do know that's Bray Bray. So Mr. Inconsistent and JP4 got first. Sean Cross and Shane Gerlin got second. Tim Torrance and Gary Sample got third. So that was Low Note 29. I think they had 20-something players. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I was looking at comments. Nick Sample said, Jimmy Johnson, you would know about Ann Heche.
Well, he spelled that wrong, too.
He did. Horribly.
It's Heche.
Yeah. But it's got the guy from the Stu from can't think of the name of the movies. Hey, don't cut me off.
We're not doing a movie review. We're doing cornhole review. And
Whatever.
if you do a movie review, I'll send you the link and you can create your own little show. You and Justin.
Okay. Show me somebody tell me the movie where the guy, his name is Stu in the movie. He gets the Mike Tyson tattoo, gets knocked out by Mike Tyson. Hangover. That guy, he's in it. Anyway, never mind. Let's go.
All right. Mountain Crew on 4-2, number 27 for Mountain Crew, the big switch. Brandon and Rogelio got first. Bud and My Name is Jeff got second. And then Kim S. and Dayton got third. I'm starting to see a trend here where it's Brandon and Bud first, second over there all the time. So, like, some of y'all may do something about that.
I mean, come on.
But Mountain Crew blind draw after Brandon and Duck. Damn, Brandon got Bud both times that day. Brandon and Duck can throw. I threw with her, and we threw my torques, and I'm surprised she didn't want to buy a set because she threw the Dolphin torques really well. Bud and Joseph, and then Benita and Kim S. So Kim S. got 2 podiums.
Hey, I got a Dave Burke said Mr. Inconsistent is Chris Jones, I think.
Okay.
That's what Dave said anyway.
All right, yeah, because I didn't. I guess I could have done some more research, and I didn't. I just wrote it down.
You gotta delegate.
Hard Rider number 42 had 14 players. Austin Potts and Robbie, Jason G and Randy, and then Easy and Tim Trance. Tim Trance on there several times, man. That's cool. Keep throwing, Tim. When I'm counting 3 times that week, so Thursday through Monday, he had 3 podiums. So good job.
Tim had the pleasure of drawing me in the big blind draw at the state tournament.
Draw any games?
We did. I didn't. He didn't draw Sebastian, so
Again, you have to win with Sebastian. It's one thing if you draw him. It's another thing if you win with him, like I did.
I agree. Yeah, that's nobody knows pressure like somebody that has to play with Sebastian or Spencer or people like that. So I get it.
It's tough.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right, VFW 118. B-Rad 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 first place finishes in the switch. 2 weeks in a row, man, and he was pretty pumped up about it too. I was down there watching him. He was excited, and Tracy Dean got first. So B-Rad Tracy got first. Regulator and Jackie got second. I have not mentioned Ron's name tonight, so Jackie is pulling all the podiums in the house.
Yes. Yeah.
Joseph B and Chris Bussell got third. And then we had a BYOP for the first time in a few weeks. in Cabot last Friday. I think we had 18 teams, 19 teams, something like that. I mean, it was a lot of teams. Um, and here's where I got a problem with the BYOP. And I'm going to call out 501 a little bit right here, and y'all can like it or not like it. But and nothing against Chachi and Zach Dawson. They're very good throwers. Like their PPR was 9 something. But it appears every time A70 comes down here, they're taking our first place money back to Greene County, Craighead County, wherever they're from. And 501, we got to step the F up. I mean, and that's just being honest. And maybe we need to get our teams right. Maybe our teams aren't right. Maybe the players playing together ain't right. We need some dogs. We need some dogs. We need some dogs. And I don't know what we got to do, but this is totally unacceptable.
I agree.
Myself included. So, I mean, I'm not just placing blame on everyone else. I mean, there was a lot of good teams that night. And I feel like Brandon and Nick probably should have won that last game. I mean, I'm not going to say what happened or nothing, but I mean, they but it's just they come down here and they win. And I'm honestly, I'm just tired of it. Nothing against them. Love them to death. They're all great throwers. But do something about it, 501, myself included. We got it. It's bullshit.
I agree. You know what? I think you're right. I think you hit on a note there that maybe we don't have the teams right.
I mean, that's for another day. But we need some dogs, man. We need some roof. I mean, some Rottweilers. We don't need pronouncing all the Shih Tzus out. Woo and Suey. We need some Dobermans, and we don't need no Shorkies. We got plenty of Shorkies. We got plenty of poodles.
The hell's a Shorkie?
Woo and Suey are Shorkies.
Gotcha.
We need some bark. So 501, step it up, man. Get in the backyard, throw some bags. I'm gonna tell you, switches ain't the best way to get better. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but get in the backyard.
Look. Hey. You know what? And we're gonna talk about this a little bit later.
Yeah.
But our looking at Scoreholio in the 501 group on Scoreholio, our number 32 player, listen to this now. Our number 32 player can beat our number 32, 33, 34 can beat anybody in our group.
Who's 32?
Miranda.
She kicked my ass that night.
Me too.
Just her and Jeff. I mean,
me too. We need people to step up.
We'll get into that later. But Lone Oak, number 30, regulator in 350, Matt Penn, Tyler M. I think he's new, and I think I know him. Anthony Penn and Tyler M. got second. Tim Trance again, a firecracker. So, I mean, Tim, fourth podium, so that's cool. Good job, Tim.
Yeah.
I think they had – there's 4-8. I didn't write how many people they had, but Lone Oak had number 30, switch. Hard Rider number 43. They had 23 players Monday night. And they get Brandon Lacewell and Kenneth Ole. Toby and Kim S. I've mentioned her name a couple times.
Yeah.
And then Joseph B. and Victor J. got third. So a lot of repeats here, man. And that's good. Tells you they're getting better. And then Mountain Crew 4-7. Got my dates right? I don't think so. Anyway, Rogelio and Kenny M, Brandon and Corey, and then Blake T and Gene F. That was a Mountain Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I think their numbers were down Tuesday night. But, I mean, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which we'll get into that later too. But last night, we had a little switch at the house because My wife is so busy at work and working late, so I'm just throwing in the backyard. I can't go nowhere, so I might as well throw. So, we had 10 players last night in
Yeah,
the backyard. So,
yeah, it was a great time.
Brandon and Dave Burt got first. Brian Manning and number 8 got second. I have no idea who number 8 is. And again, that's if you don't put your name. If you don't put your name on the screen,
Come on.
So Brian Manning and number 8 got second.
Well,
and then
who's
Damon and Lewis?
Who's number 8?
I don't know.
Well, I already changed it again. I don't like people not knowing who I am when I'm on there, but I put myself as number 8 just as a joke to Brandon Lacewell. Calls me number 8 all the time. I will. Hey, let me say real quick. Zach Dawson commented and said that the second game they played in the championship the other night, last Friday night, was one of the best games he's ever been a part of. And that 501 puts on great tournaments.
Thank you.
And that's you. That's you right there.
No, they threw great, and nothing. I'm not taking anything away from them. I think they averaged because the BYLP. I did a combined PPR, which I'll probably never do it again because I just think that was not a fair indicative of both. You know what I mean? It took an average, I think, and I don't know. I was just trying something different.
No, I get it, and it was fun. I'll tell you what was good. Brian Manning and I, who are partners, we finished 3-1 in pool play, and we're the 12 seed.
Yeah.
But we throw a different kind of game than most players. But I enjoyed it. There was nothing wrong with it. It's fun to switch it up.
The way y'all throw PPR is not,
Well,
your style is not.
And there you go. And that's just an example of mine and Brian. Mine and Brian's PPR is never going to be, 10s, 11s. It's not going to because we play a block and push game. But I still enjoyed it.
Which is highly annoying. Anyway, by the way, I mean, it's oh my God, it gets on my nerves so bad.
Well, I do it just to annoy you.
I 100% believe that. Like,
yes. Hey, Dustin King says, "What's up?"
What's up, DK? And to that, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everyone in 501 knows, but we do have a new 501 member.
We do.
That is
lifetime.
Was it the great tight end of Kansas City, Tony Gonzalez? Gonzalez King. Gonzalez King.
Miles Kelsey King. Yeah, we can't wait to meet him. I'm ready to get my hands on him, So, but the greatest tight end ever is Jason Witten. So let's move on from that.
I don't know.
Hey, Nick Sample agrees 100% with me. So Dustin King, I don't care what you think.
Nick agrees with what?
That Jason Witten, greatest.
All right, and then Jamin and Lewis got third last night, and it was good to have a lot of the newer people in 501 don't know who Robert and Lewis are, but Robert and Lewis were very, very instrumental in getting this thing going and playing, and they don't come around as often as they should, and I hopefully that changes. But we need them back, and we need Robert throwing, and we need Lewis throwing, and we need Daryl throwing, and Travis and Gary. Like, we need to get these guys back in throwing. And
well, there's a handful of us. We call them OGs. Robert and Lewis brothers. They're definitely OGs.
Love them to death.
Oh, most definitely. I wish they were at every event. Frankie, Gary Farron, where the hell have you been, Gary Farron? The Grinch.
He last time he was there, someone's toe was over the line, and he's still upset about it.
Upset him. He left.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Hey, but there's several of us, not just. And you know what? And I'll say this again. I've said it before on here on 501 Flashback. Phil Wynn Jr. took this and ran with it. Don't shake your head. Come on, man. I happened to be there at Conception. Robert Lewis. Hey, Toby Patron. He's an original, an OG. Been playing for years.
Still ain't good.
Right, still horrible. But we need these originals. We need y'all coming. A lot of these players don't know who they are, and they could go down there on the switch side and dominate. Hey, hold on, I got a guest here. There she is. But a lot of these originals can come in and sandbag a little bit and go down there and whip some people up because they can still throw. Robert,
I think what was it, Monday night we threw or Tuesday night? I can't remember.
Yeah, Monday night Robert was there
and he threw good. I was like, he had done so well last night.
Yeah,
but, I think cornhole's kind of evolved. Where people play every day, and I guess let me get into that. One, we have Slider Cup is in 6 months, and I think I was sitting there talking to Hunt and Bruce and Seaton come over, and we were talking about the amount of groups in Arkansas and how many groups do we think will be at the Slider Cup. So it kind of piqued my interest on like how many groups will be at Slider Cup this year. And Slider Cup's in 6 months. So I'm not saying it's an urgent thing, but we're fixing to set some parameters for 501 where you got to start playing now. I completely botched the qualifiers last year, and I take full responsibility. I think there was a few guys on the team that probably shouldn't have been on the team, and there's a few guys that wasn't on the team that should have been on the team. Yeah. And I'm telling you, this year we're taking the best 16 players. So there's no favoritism. I mean, last year we had a good year. We're taking the best players.
You talk about last year, we had a good year. We finished third out of 9 teams.
We were close. We were close second. I mean, we
were just a couple of points away from second, and we were just a few more points than that away from first.
Yeah, and I think some of our seeds, but then again, it goes back to having some dogs, man. Like Toby and Raymond. Nothing against Toby and Raymond. We didn't have last year. I don't think we had a true 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed team.
Right.
Have a true, and if you look at the history of 501, Nathan Tarkington started in 501.
Nathan, come on.
Ryan Seaton started in 501. Guns. Stacey
Van Gilder.
She's winning. State
championship. Oh, she's winning.
Austin James started in 501.
Yes.
Lucky and Matt Warren started in 501.
Yes.
And so, you put that roster along with Nick, who left 501 and went elsewhere, and you put
Nick Sample.
You put some of these guys in here that are that have moved on, and you put them on our roster. Fayetteville don't beat us last year.
No, we're unbeatable.
So but with that mentality, they're gone and good. Good for them.
Yeah.
But we need people to step up and take that role. Next man up mentality. And guys, man, I'm pleading. Let's have some competition, man. Let's get better. When we step up to the boards, I want some competition.
Yeah.
Philip just called me, but Philip could walk up to the boards and probably beat anyone if his little ass would play, and it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Well,
and going along with that, and it's been discussed. At least last year, maybe the year before, Phil, you could probably, verify that. It's a top 16. We would like to take a top 32 and have 2 501 teams. We're the largest club in the state of Arkansas. we should have 2 teams.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried that the last couple of years, and
well, hey, we're the largest club by far,
and they say, their argument to that was like, we want your best 16. We don't care about your top 32. We want your top 16. But
our top 16 and our second top 16 could finish top 6 out of 9.
I mean, yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind. No doubt.
And I guess the conversation we have, and that's why we really want to bring a guest on tonight, is because I want people to watch this and I want people to get better. And let me, for example, the BYOP Friday night when I played with Seth, I think the people, and you may go back and correct me, but the PPR, I think I threw like an 8, which I hate PPR, by the way. I mean,
I think you threw a high 8.
I threw a high 8, but I was outscored. So what I'm saying is, the way you play me, play everybody. Don't step at the board. Don't step at the board and throw a 9 against me and then throw a 6 against Jimmy. Throw a 9 against Jimmy.
Wait a second.
I'm just saying.
No, I got you.
Like,
yeah.
Play me play everybody like you play me. If you're going to throw a 9 against me, throw a 9 against everybody, and that's what brings competition, and that's what makes everybody better. And that's when I say we need some dogs. Throw a 9 against everybody.
Step up and move down to the BYOP. Move to the BYOP. Find a partner. It don't matter. Find a partner. Move to the BYOP, because the only way you're going to get better is by playing better competition.
That's why we have 2. That's why we have 2 tournaments. If you want to get better, come play. If you want to have fun and have a social atmosphere, play. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we have 2 tournaments.
Look,
and you can go play fun all week long. Like there's a tournament. I mean, gosh, we got 62 tournaments Saturday, which again is stupid. But I mean, it is what it is. But if you want to go play social, you got an opportunity. We got 13 clubs or 8 clubs within an hour of Little Rock.
Yeah,
that have a tournament.
Yeah,
depending on the same 100 people to play. So I mean, you got 8 groups within an hour of Little Rock, within 60 to 75 miles of Little Rock, depending on the same 100 people to fill up their venue every night, and that's not feasible. Grow your league, grow your area, get some more people in, and let's stop watering down these podiums. Let's stop watering down these tournaments, and let's stop having 6 tournaments on Saturday where you're not going to get nobody. You're going to get 8 teams here, 8 teams here, 8 teams here, 8 teams here. And what the hell is that for? I mean,
right.
What good does that do?
How many people are signed up for the Costa tournament tomorrow?
There's 3 tournaments. I mean, Jonesboro's got a tournament. Atkins got a tournament. There's a tournament in Cersei. And you do have a lot of these fundraiser groups that's not affiliated with 501 or any other group around here.
Right.
It's just oh my gosh, cornhole's the hot thing. Let's do a fundraiser. Let's raise $500,000, and it's watering down our competition, which is making people worse, in my opinion. It's not making people better.
No, you're right. I will tell you, Casa.
And I knew this would happen. I guess it infuriates.
We talked about it years ago.
I called this 2 years ago. I said, when all these groups start popping up, you're going to have 8 people here. You're going to have 13 people here. You're going to have 14 people here. You're going to have 16 people here. And that's exactly what's happening.
Right.
Your numbers are dropping because you're dependent on the same 80 or 100 people to play 7 nights a week, and it's not feasible.
There's Beth. No, you're right. You're exactly right. Now let me say this. Casa, the tournament in Thursday tomorrow. That's near and dear to my heart. Yeah. For you people that don't know that, both of my boys, Brody and Bryce, were adopted, and we dealt. Casa is the child's advocate. So that's kind of near and dear to my heart. There's only one team, or actually one person, signed up for Casa tomorrow right now. So if you're bored, come out and play.
Well, I think I'm going to sign up again. I told John I'd play with him, and then I had to figure I had to cut down Gigi's tree, but I mean I've already got all that.
Right.
So now I cut down the tree so I'd have a babysitter. So I mean, like it's
right.
Thinking ahead.
Well,
So I mean, babysitting.
Going back to the state slaughter cup, and let me say first, the state slaughter cup, it's a blast. I've always had a great time playing in it. We would love to be able to take two teams. And let me, and just for reference, let me say this. Looking at Scoreholio, our 32nd player is Miranda, who I would put against anybody. I would put Miranda against anybody in the state. If that woman is on, she can beat anybody. She's whooped my ass. She's whooped your. Can I say ass? I can. I'll say butt. She's whooped your butt. I've seen her whoop anybody that's come in 501. I've seen her do it, and that's our 32nd player as far as.
Well, in my opinion, she's in the top 16 right now. But
there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Going back to Slaughter Cup, I mean, but SPRs don't matter. It's and I'm telling you right now, 501. We botched the qualifiers last year. If your name is not in the 501 SBR, you're not qualifying. But the parameters are fixed to be set. We're going to have a committee set a list of parameters. You can't come in and not play. Like people who played all year need to make the Slaughter Cup. You can't come in 6 weeks before and make the Slaughter Cup. I mean, it's just not fair.
No. If you have not been playing in 501 events, you better get your tail in there now and start playing. Yeah. We are 6 months out. We're going to form, like Phil just said, we're going to form a committee. There's not going to be tournaments for play-in. There's going to be certain parameters. You've got to play in so many events in 501. You have to play in BYOP.
If you want to make the Slaughter Cup team.
If you want to make it, yes.
But and we're taking the best 16 players this year. I'm telling you right now, the best 16 players are going. And I know SBR doesn't dictate the best 16 players. I mean, you have to take account of the tournament's going to be in Fayetteville. It's more than likely going to be a 2-day event because, again, like I said,
it needs to be.
There's 30-something groups in Arkansas. So, I mean, you have to assume that we're going to have 15 or 16 teams at the Slaughter Cup. So that means you're going to play, 15 singles games, 15 doubles games, 15 Slaughter Cup games. Yeah. I mean, we played 24 games. Was it 24 games? Yeah, we played 24 games last year.
We played for 18 hours straight?
And so, I mean, again, when we talk about Slaughter Cup, you have to financially be able to go to Fayetteville for 2 to 3 days. Yeah. You have to be able to have the stamina to play for 2 to 3 days.
I do not.
I mean, it's more than just making the team. I mean,
Phil, real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm getting corrected. I'm thinking today is Friday. It's not. Today is Thursday. So yes, the Costa tournament is Saturday. The Atkins tournament is Saturday. So it's 2 days from now, not tomorrow.
And again, you have the ASU tournament Saturday.
Yes.
I wish as directors we could all work together better to schedule tournaments around, but you can't. I mean, it's just
it's impossible.
It's too selfish. People are too selfish. I mean, they're pushing their own stuff. So, tomorrow night we have a switch. We have an advanced switch. Advanced switch 57 and over PPR, and I'm just saying 501. Last Friday night bothered me, and again, it's nothing to do with Zach and Chachi. I mean, dudes threw lights out. They do great, but we have to get better as a group playing those BYLPs, and I don't know how to do it. Get in your backyard and practice. Throw some bags, step up, let's play.
No, you're right. You're right. Let me say again, and I stress this point. If you are interested in playing in the state Slider Cup on the 501 team, you have got to move over to the BYOP side. You're going to play better competition, and that puts you in the running for it.
I'm gonna tell you, I lost to some people I've never even heard of at Slider Cup. I mean, I think I went 19-5 on the day. I mean, I went 19-5. Me and you lost 2 games in doubles. One game was a marathon game. It was like an hour-long game. And
the team that won it, let's say this now. Phil and I, we teamed up. We were the number 5 seed in doubles. The Northwest Arkansas team put their number 1 and number 3 seed as the 5 seed in doubles. And that was, Phil, what was that, 21-19?
Yeah, and I think I hit probably 30 bags in a row at some point.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we played our butts off. And we lost a game that we should not have lost. We went 6-2 in doubles.
When I say it's a gauntlet, I went 19-5 on day, which we went 8-0 in Slider Cup. I mean, singles I sucked. I lost a couple games in doubles, but it's a gauntlet, guys, and you have to get mentally right, physically right, and it's going to be a long weekend. So
it's like any team, and most of these people that play cornhole have played softball, they've played some kind of sport. It's about team chemistry. Get your attitude right. We want 501's best. And that's again, that's not saying and I'm going to use myself as an example. That's not saying that I'll even be on the team. But we're going to form a 6-person committee. There will be a tiebreaker. We're going to vote on everything. Get to the BYOP side so we can see you. We can see people throw. And Phil, it's hard. It's hard watching everybody. So get to the BYOP side. Start playing the better competition in 501. If you haven't been coming, get your butt up there. Let's do it. We got 6 months. We're going to form this team
sooner than later.
Well, what did we talk? We talked about towards the end of this month.
If you're not in 501 by the like, if you're like, you have to be a member of 501 by the end of this month.
If your home club is not 501 in Scorholio, you are not eligible.
I would tell you, we botched qualifiers last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it turned out good, but there's a couple changes that I wish it doesn't matter. But why do you keep logging off? But anyway, Eric Porter, Fly Cornhole. We need to do something, Eric. Like, I need to get you down here and hang out. Like,
I need some of the magics, Eric Porter.
We're gonna do a big tournament for Kyle Preston. You need to come down for that.
Yeah,
I know we got some in the works for him. So, I think with the Kyle Preston, we're gonna do a fundraiser for Kyle Preston, and we're gonna parlay that with the golf tournament. I'm trying to iron all the details. I mean, like I said, I took about a week off mentally, so I'm getting back in on it, and we're gonna parlay the golf, parlay cornhole tournament for Kyle, one of our OGs, and he's got a battle ahead of him, and we're gonna do our best to help him.
Yes, I agree. Yeah,
we'll get on that, and hopefully have a couple days of cornhole and a couple days of golf, and it's going to be a long weekend, but we're going to do it for him. And Eric with Flies is hooking us up with some good stuff, and we got some other things in the works. So we're going to do something special. So anyway, you got anything else? Sorry, I get emotional about our competition because like I want our group to be the best that it can be, and
Well, 501 is the best.
I get fired up, and I want some dogs, man. We need some dogs, and
Yeah.
need some guys to step up. But
Hey, let me say this real quick. Eric Porter, he just commented, "That's why I love 501." My partner and I, Brian Manning, let's get some 501 bags. We're the bigs. Let's do it. Eric Porter.
well, see, we're ACO and he's ACL, but we need to get him open up a new company, you know. But that's on down the road. Anyway, we need to get Nathan out, and that's what we need, a dog, you know. But anyway,
Yeah, well, hey, Eric Porter just said get Tarkenton out of retirement. We need
you didn't
to.
hear you wouldn't just listen to what I just said?
I didn't listen to nothing.
Because I just said that.
Did you?
Yes.
I was reading. I'm sorry.
I forgot you read on a second grade level. But anyway, guys,
Yeah.
may all your beer stay cold and all your bags go in the hole. I love you guys.
See you on Friday.
Get pre-registered.